Look, I am always irritated by the "you can have it all" statement. And I grew irritated with that phrase and that expectation the older I got, as you're trying to have it all.
Yeah.
And you're beating yourself up.
Right.
And feeling less than because you aren't having it all. Because it's a ridiculous aspiration.
Especially if you're looking at everybody else's Facebook page.
Oh, God, everybody has it all. Everybody's lying. They're lying. Y'all need to stop lying. Be real about the fact that, no one gets everything. That was one of the first rules you learned as a little kid. You don't always get your way. Come on, people. You don't always get what you want all the time. And that's true in life. So what I've told many young people is that you can have it all, but oftentimes it's hard to get it all at the same time.
Yeah, I believe that.
So it's just a matter of managing expectations. So for me, for example, when your husband is president of the United States and you have children, something's got to give. I've made compromises in my life, in my career, but I've also in exchange gained a wonderful platform to do some great work. Who would have ever imagined that we would make the inroads we've made on healthy eating and changing the way our kids are fed in school? And, I can point to so many things that I've had, I've been able to do. If I want to be heavily involved in my girls' lives, that means that sometimes I have to put some things on the back burner to give them what they need. So it's hard to have it all. But that's where you go back to knowing who you are and knowing that, you're really living through phases. And if you're compromising through one phase of your journey, you're not giving it all up. You're compromising for that phase. There's another phase that's coming up where you might be able to have more of what you thought you wanted. You get to know yourself a little bit more. So no, I don't want young women out there to have the expectation that if they're not having it all, that somehow they're failing. Life is hard, but life is long. If you maintain your health, which is one of the reasons why we talk about health, talk about taking care of yourself, because you want to get to the next phases in life where you can do more of what you want to do at any given time.
You want to be wherever you are right now, and just like you say, I'm not through. Mm-hmm. No.
You're not through.
Not through. So 5,000 women and men in this room, thousands and thousands of others streaming us online. Hey, everybody streaming. What is the one thing? Because I think it's really easy when you come to a conference like this and you get so inspired and you see Marley and Michaela, those young women, and you see Billie Jean King and Gloria Steinem and Sandra Rhimes and
it's amazing,
Kerry Washington. You see all these women and you're just like, I just want to be more of a woman. And you're going to be overstimulated. What is the one thing you want us to leave here with? What is the one charge or one offering? What do you want to say?
It's hard to think of one thing.
Okay, a couple.
But the work always continues. I mean, and by that I just mean we're never done. We can never be complacent and think that we've arrived now as women. And because I hear this from young women, some of you young women who aren't feeling the pains that many of our predecessors have felt. You think, well, there aren't any problems. Women's rights, we got this all figured out. I'm already equal. I'm good. I'm just like, oh, just you wait. You'll feel it. So the work continues. And for all the young women in this room, all the young men, we can never be complacent because we have seen in recent times how quickly things can be taken away if we aren't vigilant, if we don't know our history, if we don't continue the work. So my hope is that people leave here inspired and ready to do something You know, again, remember, it's not what people say about you, it's what you do. So the question is, what are you going to do? You know, how are you going to be better? What are you going to change in your office, in your life, in your relationships? What are you going to change in your family dynamic? And how are you going to empower yourself with the knowledge that you need to know what work needs to be done? We can't afford to be ignorant. We can't afford to be complacent. So we have to continue the work.